it's been a royal residence, it's still home to some of the most famous landscape gardens in the world. Now, every summer, Versailles is the go-to destination for contemporary art lovers. After Jeff Koons, Takashi Murakami and Joanna Vasconcelos, this year the palace has invited artist Anish Kapoor to bring his brand of expansive, metaphysical and mysterious creation to the grounds and even inside the palace. It's a juxtaposition of old and new, curved lines versus straight ones, and it certainly brings a little chaos to the pristine order of the architecture here. We joined the dozens of journalists who'd flocked to Versailles to hear from the man himself.
I mean, the interesting thing about these sites is, like this one, is history. Is that you can't avoid the fact that there is a long history and that the work has to confront it, that the work almost hits it. And that the two in dialogue do, I hope, good things for the work, but also for the site. I think it's my proposition that if, with the incredible team here, my commissioner and the president of this place, if with the team we don't put contemporary works in places like this, these places will die.
Speaking of Le Nôtre, he's someone who's famed for imposing symmetry and perfection and order on the gardens here. Did you want to disrupt that order somehow or challenge it aesthetically?
I think Le Nôtre is one of the great artists of any time. And from that perspective, I would say it is both very French and completely international. So, this is quite rightly a site of world heritage. And it really needs to be that, because it brings such a particular vision. So working here is complicated for those reasons, because inevitably one's taking on a whole human history. And here it happens to be geometry, the geometric object. Not even the trees are natural. Every single thing is tailored and carefully put together. So working here is all about that conversation.
Kapoor's career started in London in the 1970s. His exploration of space, matter and highly pigmented colour led to a Turner Prize in 1991. But it wasn't until 2002 that he came to global prominence with a mammoth installation in the Tate Modern's Turbine Hall. From then on, the sky was the limit, and the sky featured in a number of his pieces too. Smooth, mirrored surfaces that reflect and distort the images around them feature in a number of Anish Kapoor's sculptures. London's Orbit Tower surged from the Olympic Park, a feat of engineering and the UK's largest permanent sculpture. 2011's Leviathan in Paris's Grand Palais cemented Kapoor's reputation as a master of scale and space. The cavernous chamber gave visitors an intimate experience, despite the 13,500 square metre nave of the building. An exploration of colour and darkness that has echoes in his recent work.
I'm very interested in colour as a question and a problem. Colour is another one of those mysterious things. It has multivalent possibilities of meaning. But really, in art, traditionally, colour has been used to reveal light. I'm interested in colour and the way it leads us to darkness. Red does a darkness that is quite different from the darkness of black or the darkness of blue. Because of our bodies, I think, because we associate this kind of internal vision with a particular kind of red, we can't help but have a body-centric understanding of darkness in color with the color red.
Anish Kapoor says the political charge of the Palace of Versailles played a role in his choice of work installed here.
The courage of both Louis XIV and Le Nôtre to make this astounding vision, a vision that has, it's a world vision, let's say, with huge confidence and centrality, with implications about politics that are all the way through it. When you make a perfect geometric object, as Le Nôtre has made here, its idea of time is perpetual. It's a kind of continuous, rounded, eternal idea of time. So when an artist comes to work here, you have to think about, so what are the other ideas of time? So what I've done is bring some moments of incompleteness, especially the work Dirty Corner, which is half made, as if still being made. And it has an idea of time that maybe is not so perfect and circular. I think that poses questions about what came first. And that's the point I'm interested in, is this sort of taking off the surface of what Le Nôtre has given us to look, in a way, to look inside, to look underneath.
This attempt at excavating Le Nôtre's gardens has stirred up plenty of media attention in France, with some critics suggesting that the sculpture Dirty Corner has sexual connotations and that it's disrespectful to the surroundings.
Why is it offensive? It's beyond my understanding, to be honest, beyond my understanding. I think the works are very respectful of the historical context, but look at what, or enter into a dialogue with the historical context and look at what I hope lies through it, underneath it, alongside it, etc. That's what art is supposed to do. Otherwise, what do we want? Just decorative objects all the time? And I think, the answer is no, we don't want decoration. We want a dialogue. That's what I propose. I would suggest that the quality of a work is the multiplicity of meanings that can be brought to it. This is just one of them. So I think all focus just on this is a little hysterical and used for other purposes than the art. So above all, I would say, come and see the work. It reveals that actually, sexuality, yes, but also no.
Versailles director Catherine PEGARD has defended Anish Kapoor's work, brushing off talk of controversy as an occupational hazard.
I can understand that having contemporary art in Versailles could be considered controversial. It's always been like that. I think if we have a look in the history books, that even existed in the time of Louis XIV, because people either liked or disagreed with certain artists. I think having a debate is normal, but I do think certain controversies are futile and a bit exaggerated.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's contrast to the historic pieces, but it's absolutely beautiful.
I don't think it has a sexual meaning, not really. I think of something atomic, an atomic incident that's happened here. I have mixed feelings, really. When I got here, first I thought, that's a bit mad. Then looking at it a bit more, I started to get it.
Ça peut se comprendre un peu.
Some of your work has been described as metaphor. Why does this idea of the void interest you? Why is that something interesting to work with?
We live in a world of objects. Look at all these objects. I mean, all of us. And I think it's right for us, or right for me anyway, to question the status of the object. The object is not culturally determined in the way that we mostly assume that it is. We live in a strange relationship with it. Very few what I think I'm trying to say is that we come to very few objects without some level of anxiety. And one of the anxieties is that it's not there, that we don't own it, that it doesn't belong to us, that it's in a way void.
Anish Kapoor presents a collection of work that acknowledges the heritage of this historical site while challenging the viewer, inviting us to look at things from another angle and even taking a peek into the void.